how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I was tagged in the Quarter Year Crisis book tag by E.D. Lewis Reviews, and I'm really excited about it. I actually really like doing book tags. So let's get into it. First question, how many books have you read so far? I've read 43 books so far this year. Have you already found a book you think might be a 2024 favorite? If not, what was your favorite book you read that wasn't quite 5-star? I actually have a book that may be a 2024 favorite, and that is Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. I actually did a video, and I will link it down below. It was actually a book featuring toxic relationships, and this definitely was toxic. But I go into more detail on this book in that one. I loved it so much. It was beautifully written and really good. I got flags all in this thing. There were so many really good quotes, but yeah, it was gorgeous. And I can't say too much about it without giving it away, but I loved it. It was horror, so check triggers if you're gonna read it, but it was so good. Next question. Any 1-star books or least favorite book of the year? Not a 1-star, because usually I will DNF it before I rate something 1-star, but there was a book that I didn't really care for and I have a least favorite for the year, and that was Stalking Jack the Ripper. It was a 2-star, and it didn't become a 2-star until I got to the end. It was a 3-star until then, and I will link that video down below too, because it was part of a buddy read. I did review it. But yeah, and I don't really go into why it was a 2-star at the end, because then it would have given it away. But there were a whole lot of reasons that I didn't really care for the book. A lot of repetition and just a lot that didn't work out for me. But yeah, didn't love it. Next question. Most read genre so far? Horror, definitely. A book that surprised you? That would be Chasing the Dragon by Mark Taus. I think that's how you pronounce that. Sorry if I'm wrong on that. I went into this in another video too. He actually sent this book in the mail. It got lost in the mail. He offered to send me another one. I didn't want him to be out any money, so I had him send me a digital. But I loved it so much that I just went and bought a copy. I was really surprised about how much I liked this book. It's a superhero book, but it made me laugh out loud so many times. It's not something I normally would have just picked up on my own, and just went out and bought, but I loved it. It was absolutely hilarious, and the main character was really likable, and you can't help but root for him. Yeah, he has a lot of issues because of his upbringing, but I love a good hero story. And he created his superhero persona from scratch. He had no experience whatsoever. He just created that from scratch. And it was really funny watching him figure that out and navigate that. Just a really good time. And it definitely surprised me how much I liked it. Number 6, book that's come out in 2024 already that you want to read but haven't yet. Yes. First Light by Liz Karen, which is the sequel to Knight's Edge. I do have a copy of Knight's Edge here. It's going to be the sequel to this. Knight's Edge is sort of a twist on the vampire story, but the focus is on the mother-daughter relationship, because the mother was turned into a vampire inadvertently, and she depends on the daughter to kind of sustain her, and it's a very toxic relationship, and the daughter really wants out of that relationship. She really wants to get away from the mother, and it's kind of a really sad story. But yeah, the sequel just came out to that. I want it really bad. I haven't been able to get it yet, and as soon as I can, I'm going to. But because I've been really waiting for it. This is another one that was sent to me by the publisher, but I've been waiting and waiting for that sequel, and I cannot wait to get it. And like I said, the sequel is called the sequel is called First Light. And I have heard people say that the sequel is better. Some people say the sequel is better, and some people say that the first one is better, but I cannot wait to read it because I've been dying to know what comes next for her. Number 7, one goal you made that you're succeeding at. I made a goal to read 100 books this year, and I've read 43, so I'm over my, what do you call it? I'm above where I should be at this point in the year, so I'm doing pretty good on that. Number 8, one goal you made you need to focus on. My 24 books to read in 2024, I would like to do better at that. I've only read 8 of them so far. But yeah, I need to do a little better. Number 9, new to you Booktubers, Bookstagrammers, Booktokers for 2024 you recommend. Oh my gosh, there's so many of them. Hang on. I mean, I'm brand new to all of it, except for Instagram. I'm brand new to Booktube, so I'll just go with that. But I followed over 200 people so far this year, and I can't list all of them. I wish I could. But just the first ones that come up, and I wish I could list everybody. Dark Violet Dreams, Mindy's Book Journey, Happy Haunts Library, Cliff's Dark Gems, Secrets Read, Sunnyvale Reject, Katrina Brown, The Grim Hobbyist. Oh my gosh, I wish I could just name everybody. I'll stop there. So yeah, that was the Quarter Year Crisis book tag. Thank you so much again to Edie Lewis for tagging me in that. It was really fun. I kind of had everything lined up before I started the video. You could tell I didn't have to scramble around. I have to be prepared or I would be a mess. So, but yeah, I had a really good time with that. I will see you guys Friday. Bye for now.